Okay, so for the first steps of muzzle training, I'm just using a Baskerville here. So all of this is what goes over their head. I move this out of the way initially, so I kind of flip it over like that. So it's just the basket here. I'm gonna start by putting a piece of food through here so that the dog just automatically puts their nose in to get the treat. I'm not naming it or anything yet. They don't need to have any duration. They're just putting their nose in, getting the treat, marking that good. So, good. And then she can pull her nose out immediately after she gets the treat. Good. Good girl. Good. Good. So she left her nose in there on that one. So Mila, go, flats. Good. So since she left her nose in there on that one, I wanted to make sure I rewarded her again for offering a little bit of duration. Good. Good. So if she chooses, oh gosh, she's crazy for the food. If she chooses to keep her nose in there, I will continue to reward for duration. Mila, flats. Good. Good. Marking good every time. Good. Good. Okay. Good job. Your foot is stuck. Thank you. Okay. So once you're past like that first step, I might do that. It depends on how your dog does with the session. I might do it 20 times. I might do it, split it up into 3 sessions and do it 40 times. So I was happy with that. Now I'm going to ask her to put her nose in first and like just free shaping that a little bit. Once she puts her nose in, then I will say, good, give her the food outside of the muzzle. Go ahead. And then I kind of pull the muzzle away here in the situation. Muzzle, good. So because she's picking up on the understanding of it, I go ahead and name it. Muzzle, good. Muzzle. Good girl. And then I'll kind of move the muzzle around to different positions so that she actually has to like move to put her head in the muzzle as opposed to like me bringing it to her face. Muzzle. Yes. Good job. Muzzle. Yes. Good girl. Muzzle. Yes. Good. So waited her out there for a second. So now, okay, so that would be step 2. You could continue on that for however long you need. Again, working at the pace of your own dog. She's had some prior muzzle training before this, so she's obviously picking up on it pretty fast. So the next step would be is now I'm going to say muzzle, have her put her nose in there, and I'm going to wait for just a little bit of duration. So I'm not going to, excuse me, no. I'm not going to mark right away. I'm going to wait for just a couple of seconds. If she pulls her nose out, I won't reward that. I'll wait till she puts it back in. Muzzle. Good. Yes. So remember, good is for duration here. Yes is her release. Good. Yes. Muzzle. Good girl. Yes. Muzzle. Yes. So that was a good example. She tried to pull out of the muzzle early. I waited till she put her head back in. Muzzle. Yes. Perfect. Okay, and still throughout this whole process, hey, no, you can't have freebies. Throughout this whole process, I still have yet to put the straps over the top of her head. So yeah, that was kind of step 3. Step 4, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to mark good for the duration, and then I'm gonna start to pull the straps over the top of her head a little bit, which is gonna make, yes, which is going to make it a little more of like physical pressure. So some dogs can be weird about that. So again, go at the pace of your own dog. Muzzle. Good. So I'm starting to move here. Yes. Muzzle. Good. Good. Yes. so I'm gonna move the straps out of the way now to make it a little bit easier for myself and for her so it doesn't take me as long. Muzzle, good. And here's where I can kind of start to see the sizing. Yes. So the muzzle is a good fit for her. This part is a little tight, so I'm gonna make it just a little bit looser based off what I just saw. Good girl. Muzzle, good. Good girl, good. Yes. Mila, lots. Good. Muzzle, yes. And so sometimes vary it too, like just because I've progressed her throughout this session doesn't mean that I can't go back and just reward like she put her nose in for half of a second. All right. So I need to make this part just a little bit longer. She has a bigger head than what it looks like. She's a good girl. Muzzle. Good. Yeah, so now I've got it all the way over her head. I haven't pulled it through her ears yet. Good. Good job. Yes. No, no, no. Get over here. Sit. Good. Just adjusting a little bit further. Sabi's very impatient for my adjustments. Good girl. Good girl. Muzzle. Good. So this time I'm going all the way over the ears, pulling her ears through. Good girl. Continuing to mark good. Just this the way I want it. Good girl. Good. Good. And now I've got the muzzle all the way on. I'm gonna feed her through the muzzle. Good. Good. And I hold the bottom of the muzzle just so that I can get the treats through. Good girl. Good. Okay. Good. Good. Yes. Good job. Okay, and I will finish the session right there on that note. So again, I'm gonna break this down a little bit further to show you like how each step would look, how long I would usually spend on each step. I just put it all together in one video for you to make it easier as opposed to watching like 10 different videos.